What's up, interweb? This is your boy, Mr. Keep It a Buck 100, man. What's going on with everybody, man? It's great to be an Xbox gamer, man. It's great, it's great, it's great. Um, Check out tomorrow, man. Xbox Has No Games podcast. I have several people telling me to change the name. I'm not changing the name because I'm gonna remind these motherfuckers about remember Xbox ain't got no games, but we're gonna remind it. So check out me and my co-host Livewire and my man Flip Money, always online. Check us out tomorrow. It's probably be we're a late podcast, so it's not late for me. Usually when the kids go to sleep, we do it around 8:30 Pacific Standard Time. If you guys want to join in, anybody want to join in, just hit me up. I know a lot of people want to join in last week, but it was getting hectic, and um, that's what we do. What's up? What you said? Every time I get on the interweb, somebody want to call. What's good with you, bro? What's good with you, Mr. Franks? You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. Go check that out tomorrow night. You know what I'm saying? We even have Mr. Christopher come back in. You know what I'm saying? What's good with you, Elite? What's good with you, good brother? Um, go check out the Vibration podcast. It's supposed to happen yesterday, but things happen in life and stuff. So go check them out on my man Flip Money's channel. My man PK. Go check out my man PK channel, man. Entertainment. It's right there in the timeline. Go check him out. He interviewed Don. You know what I'm saying? The Don, he's one of a good friend of ours, and I'm saying, and he's a developer. He did a great interview. He actually interviewed a African American I could say comic book writer. He does his own comics. So go check him out. Go check him out. So I've been sitting back listening since what I do. I did something on Monday. This is my long week, so I'm off today. Been off. I'm gonna go back to the office to Monday. So I said, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do something today. And I see Tokyo Game Show. I told people do not sit up all night. Tokyo Game Show started for me at 5 o'clock in the morning. It was not staying. I think I went to bed around that time. You know what I'm saying? Oh, should me give my man Rain in? I had a feeling somebody want to pop in. Give me a second, Rain. I'm finna come. Give me a second, Rain. I'm finna bring you in here, bro. Uh, Copy clipboard. All right, Rain. I sent it to you. So Microsoft already came out in this funny that it wasn't going to show too much new. People were talking about Sega, Microsoft acquiring Sega. Didn't know. It wasn't. I was like 30% if they announced that. I think they would announce that way before they did the show. People was thinking they're going to see new games after they told you you're not going to see nothing new at all. Microsoft was catering to the Asian demographic. That's all they were doing. The Asian demographic, they were showing Minecraft and saying in Yakuzawa, they were showing Flight Simulator somewhere. So I I wasn't shocked. So I went to sleep. I get up. I see a couple people make videos about it and stuff. Some people were upset, and then they had to go renege and say, "Yeah, Microsoft did tell us this is my fault that I stayed up for it." So that's on them. So I ain't mad. What's good with you, Rain?
What up? What up? What up?
Hang on, go on and talk because somebody called me. I ain't gonna say his name. Call me. I'm gonna come in and come right.
All right. Yeah, as I see all this fake outrage about Sony acquiring Bethesda. It's crazy. They're trying to say that some games should remain multiplayer. No, it shouldn't. All the games should be on Xbox and PC. Enough said.
What you
All this
talking about? The
fake,
Bethesda joint?
all this fake outrage when they say some games should be or should stay multiplayer. All that really is, they just want these games to come on PlayStation because they don't really want to get an Xbox. That's all that's come down to. Every video I've seen, everybody saying the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Let Microsoft
they
do
got
their
to cater
thing.
to they got to cater to Sony.
Exactly.
They got to cater to Sony. Microsoft can do it. I don't think every Bethesda game is going to be. It depends on what is sold. I think
Right.
Fallout 76 sold probably more on Xbox because it was marketing by Xbox than on PlayStation. Elder Scrolls, it's a possibility, but everything else they can just say no. PC, Xbox.
Right.
You gonna stay in our ecosystem.
Because when they say stuff like Microsoft has to recoup this 7.5 billion in order to do that, they have to put it on PlayStation. No, they don't. Think about it. This is $1 trillion company. 7.5 billion. It's like pocket change to $1 trillion company.
Okay, I was playing. Me and Flip was talking about this yesterday. I said, and I said, people don't think about it. They don't do the analytics. They don't do math in their head because I guess they're not very smart. I don't know how they got channels. I don't know how people respect them. When Microsoft bought Mojang, and people don't understand that the guy that they bought Minecraft from made it in part of the contract that it will always stay multi-plat.
Mm-hmm.
They bought it for $2.5 billion, right? People said
Mm-hmm.
Microsoft was wrong for that. Microsoft recovered that money within 6 to a year of that money because it's a thing. Microsoft got how many studios and engines and employees, all that stuff for what? 7.5 billion dollars.
Right.
That is a steal.
Right.
That is a steal right there. You got new engines that everybody in your ecosystem can work on and use.
Right.
You got IPs that you own now.
Yeah.
You got the Doom series. All that we talking about, even the original Doom, they own now.
Right.
You got all the Fallouts. You got even their new games. You own them. So that was a steal. Look what they paid for Minecraft and look what you paid for that. Come on. And Microsoft doesn't buy anything. The only thing I see Microsoft purchase that kind of didn't really super work out was Mixer. And
Right.
they actually, if you think about that, is Facebook is paying them to use Mixer and turn it to. That's why they said we're in a partnership.
Right.
We're in a partnership. So that means they still getting paid off what Facebook do when Facebook gaming is going on. But people don't understand that. It's crazy out there, man. But people want to put this false narrative. Even old punk ass Rich had to admit today, like about a lot of stuff. Like, man, I was wrong.
Right. It's just like it's a sense of entitlement. Just because you have a PlayStation or you only play on PlayStation, that means that these games just have to come on PlayStation regardless because you choose to be a PlayStation gamer. So what? If I want to play Spider-Man, guess where I gotta go?
I
I
gotta go
gotta
play
get a
the
PlayStation.
yeah.
It is simple mathematics.
But I guess they don't know basic math. See, they hear the word billion. It's corporations get bought for billions.
Right. And people say, well, they took game that was always multiplayer. Who remember Street Fighter Five? Can I play that on
Um,
Xbox?
no.
Exactly. So
And
when
did you hear us
Sony make
cry
those
by it?
deals, so when
Did we cry by it?
so when Sony make those deals, it's okay. Everybody want to brag about it. Oh, Sony paid for the game to get made. Well, Microsoft paid for Rise of the Tomb Raider to get made, but y'all bitched about that though.
Microsoft paid for Fantasy Star Online to get done.
Right.
You wouldn't have no Fantasy Star Online. Microsoft took some of that bill, but they're not talking about that. That's why I say when we get on this, this is a whole different thing. We're gonna tell you the truth, not the truth, so help you Xbox. I even
And
saw PlayStation guys turn over like, man, fuck Sony.
right. And and to think about it, I wouldn't even mind if Microsoft put them games on PlayStation. You know why? Because it's going to shove the dagger deeper into Sony dudes. Because not just Sony guys, but Sony themselves. Because if we got the game day one on Game Pass for free, basically, and they got to pay $70, they ain't gonna be a good look for Sony.
No. Look at Minecraft Dungeons. When they cut it on, it says Microsoft Game Studios on PlayStation.
Right.
And they have to pay full price for the damn game.
And another thing I want Microsoft to do, if they do put them games over there on PlayStation, I wanted to say Microsoft Studios every time they play a game that's made that published by Microsoft. I
Oh no,
wanted
that's
to
what it's gonna be. It's gonna their name gonna pop up because it does
exactly
it in Minecraft.
right,
It does it in Minecraft. People don't understand. Sony doesn't have the same guys that y'all love, the Laytons and all of them motherfuckers is
hmm
gone. You got Jack, and Jack is putting y'all niggas on y'all
right,
back to me what y'all need
and
what y'all need, telling y'all what y'all need.
and what I see Microsoft is doing, they up here doing stuff. They playing chess because was they know the future. Sooner or later, 'cause everybody want to talk about console sales. Sooner or later, console sales is not going to be the thing. It's not going to be the thing at all in the future. It's going to be about you putting your stuff on as many devices as possible. And sooner or later, anybody going to care about who sold the most consoles? Because that's going to be a myth.
Well, we was talking about that last night too, because I was telling people because somebody was hitting me up and I was like, no, I'm watching the Laker game. They was like, well, when you playing near, but I'm saying I'm playing near through XCloud. So I'm laying, I got the on the TV, it's on. A lot of people see me on Cody. I'm watching sports half the damn time. I ain't watching movies.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching the Laker game, and I was playing near because near kind of got this. It's kind of interesting because it's a different game. It's like a shooter, then turn into a hack and slash. And so I was playing that, and I said when Phil said I wanted it on multiple devices, he didn't say I wanted it on Sony devices. He wanted it on your
Right.
cell phone, on your tablet, on your PC,
Just think about
on
that,
your
Joe.
old. Think about it, your old people, your old Xbox consoles. It's gonna be
Right.
a time where your old Xbox console can stream a next generation game.
Right. And think about it. People don't understand how the cloud is going. It's already. I don't see in the power already. You know what I'm saying? When you at the airport, when you whatever you at, and you putting out your controller, you got your phone, and you can like literally play in the game you got on your Xbox on your cell phone while you at the airport waiting on your flight. You know how badass that is.
You don't know how much time. I put this. I tell people like this. Like when I go to work, I be bored most of the time. I mean, say somebody call me. I'm like, I can. Oh man, I ain't no. I can talk. I ain't doing shit. But looking at these monitors, trying to get me an Xbox One X. You know what I'm saying? Clicking and clicking and clicking it, and I'm just sitting here like I can just pull out my phone and just boom, play. I can go play. Uh, I can go play. You know what I'm saying? Near. I can go play Halo. I can go play all these games, and they also just enable streaming your games from your console to your phone now.
Hmm.
So you can go play your whole account. If you own that game, you can play it.
Right. And most of everybody now got a capable smartphone to run these games. You know what I'm saying? Cause these if you bought a smartphone within the last 3 years, you good.
Yeah.
Like these phones is pretty much beast mode now. You can even a mid range phone can run these games on the phone.
And then you don't have to go run out and go buy an adapter. You just got to buy a clip. Get my clips from Amazon. 6 9. I think it's $6 now. If I want a pack of three, it's 12. I put the clip on and go. I got a controller just for XCloud, and I got a controller just for I play on Xbox.
Right. So basically with S Cloud. Microsoft pretty much solved the handheld portable situation because everybody wanted to do a handheld years ago. They pretty much solved that. They don't have to do no handheld. You know what I'm saying? If you walking around with a cell phone in your pocket, you pretty much got a handheld.
Yeah, cause shoot, I play Call of Duty online. I play Call of Duty, but I don't like it. But I like to kill people because a lot of people don't have that. And you can tell who you playing somebody that got a good internet connection. They don't. You can go merc on. You can go get. You can go. I ain't never had a 20 hit kill streak on Xbox. So I could do it on mobile. You can go play PUBG. It's games that you can play. But Xbox say, oh, I play AAA. I can play these games. Like I'm playing Darksiders 3 on XCloud. I don't even own it on Xbox.
Right.
If I do, I don't know. I need to quit buying games. I be buying games and forget I own the damn thing.
But like certain companies they hadn't adapted to that yet. Like they still relying on physical hardware because they have to have physical hardware to move their software. Microsoft, what they're doing right now, they're in the middle. They in the middle of hardware and software right now. So they have to play both sides because if they completely just got out the hardware business, everybody would complain and say they're giving up on Xbox. So right now they have to do the hardware, but the software is where it's at. But
That's where you making money at. That's where you making money.
eventually we gonna get weaned off of hardware. Just watch everything going because you see, look at all these apps and everybody streaming everything. Sooner or later, everything gonna be an app. It ain't gonna be no more hardware.
Well, I think it's gonna still be hardware, but that hardware is not gonna be super costly. You ain't gonna have to have a super powerful graphics card or CPU to run it. Like you say, our phone. Like I actually uh say now I can say about 60% of the time I don't jump on the laptop or computer. I can go off my phone, off my OnePlus.
Right,
I forgot my time card was due today. Shit, jump on Excel, do, 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 send it, boom, Outlook, boom, I'm gone.
right. And you know what's funny? Instead of everybody arguing about what game's gonna be multiplayer and what game's gonna be on Xbox, they never say like these supposed to be professional gaming journalists, right? Why they just don't encourage people to just buy consoles, like to own more than one console, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just
It's
out here
some
being
people. I hear
fanboys.
some guy because I don't listen to everybody. Some people some people I can tolerate. Like most of the time, I get my motivation because I go listen to the fools real quick, and that's what get me to snap into this character that I portray.
Right. But
End of the day, I don't care what you buy. I don't care what you play
right,
on.
right. I don't
I really
I don't
don't.
either. I don't either. But I'm just
But
saying
yeah, but
like
what
as
I
far as,
portray, what I like, I take it. People say, "Well, you wrong." I take this shit like a sports team. I'm gonna rock out with my Lakers. I'm gonna rock out with that. I'm gonna rock out with everybody that I like.
right,
I'll rock out but I'm gonna. If we talk about sport, I'm just as passionate about Xbox. This is just like I'm passionate about the Raiders. I just don't get up for anything. If Microsoft say, "Oh, we're gonna have something at 10 o'clock," I'll get up because I'm passionate about Xbox. I like the ecosystem. If Google doing something, I make sure I get my ass up because I'm into the Google ecosystem. I want to see what's new. If you're a PlayStation guy, I prefer that you're gonna get your ass up too and find out how Jim Ryan is fucking you over. You know what I'm saying?
but you get what I'm saying though. Like I
Yeah.
ain't talking about guys. Like I'm talking about like these so-called professional journalists that's supposed to be in the media. You know what I'm saying? They supposed to just deliver the news and that's it. They ain't supposed to be like, yeah, this console's better than that. But they do it. You know what I'm saying? We always done that over, you know what I'm saying, with Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis. It just fun the game. But when these so-called professionals get into it, you be like, what are y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? Y'all just supposed to report the news. You know what I'm
They
saying?
don't do it because they get them little benefits underneath, Sony
Right.
send them a game. They like IGN when they got the PlayStation 4, they got their names engraved that they don't want to admit to it. And I told Brian Otano, and I said, yeah, I know it I didn't saw it personally. And he kind of backed off on me. You got the dudes from CNET. It's not for gaming anymore. It's for clicks because this is their livelihood now. Nobody's buying physical media like nobody's reading Game Pros or all these video game magazines. Really, nobody kind of even going on reading articles because they rather listen to you. If you go read an article, they have a video talking about the article.
Right.
Hmm. So people don't understand that. Like the game journalism is hoping, G4 come back and all like that. Like people understand Jeff Keighley came from G4. He was with Tina, with both of them Tinas, and they did that show, even though he was getting punked all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But he started there and they played video games. And like he didn't pick they didn't pick sides. They played the game, they tell you what they like, they told you the cons and pros. They was doing that's what journalism. I'm not a journalism. So that's why I even put if I even do an impression on my channel, I say an
Mm-hmm.
impression, I don't say reviews because I'm not a reviewer. I didn't go to school for being a journalist.
Right.
I went to be a computer engineering. That's why I went to. I got an IT degree. I don't go by the same guidelines they do. But when you put your name and you say you're a journalist, you have to, it's guidelines of journalism that you need to preach the truth.
Right. And we seen it this past week when Microsoft bought Bethesda. All of a sudden, instead of just saying, "Oh, that's a cool move," or that would encourage gamers to maybe if you was a PlayStation dude this generation, that may encourage you to buy an Xbox as well. Instead of saying that, no, they have to keep those games multiplayer so PlayStation gamers can play them. I'm like, wow.
You ain't hear me bitching. Well, Zomniac, they got bought. I need Ratchet and Clank multiplat. Nope. I need God of War multiplat. Nope. I don't need it multiplat. Like you say, go pick up a PlayStation from the pawn shop. Out somebody's garage.
A PS4 sale, garage
Yeah.
sale.
So did you get your pre-order in, man?
Man, I tried, man, and it was a no go. I gotta wait. It's all good though. I get one. And it kept kicking me out. Like it kept freezing and all that. I got tired.
I got up like at 7:30. And I got because it started at 8. I went on Amazon. Amazon didn't kick in until about 45 minutes. My brother worked for Amazon. He in linguistics, so me and him ain't on good terms. I called him. He was like, I want to talk about I want to talk about my mama. I want to talk about you getting me a damn Xbox. I need an Xbox. When they gonna come on? When y'all coming online? Bro, I just worked 12 hours. I just clicked. So I get on Xbox. Someone say, man, let's go into the Xbox store. Go on the Xbox store. I see it. Takes. I already got like 4 credit cards on there. I added another one and plus my PayPal account. It gets all the way. Say where you want to deliver to my house. It goes, it goes, it goes, it goes. And then the third time I did it, said sold out. By then I was ready to throw my phone. And then 108 calls me. It's like I got mine, but he got to hook up at GameStop.
Yeah.
So I thought about doing the GameStop, but ain't no GameStops around me no more. So I was like, man, fuck it. I just got to wait. But I'm gonna get one though.
I remember when them PS5s came out, the GameStop that I go to, they only had 16. They said they only had 16 in their store, and they said Sony ran out because they ran out of graphics cards.
Yeah. See, we what you call it, like we're not in California, like in LA, we're not super open. Like, if you go to a restaurant, it has to be patio style. So a lot of restaurants and put patio style equipment outside of the restaurant. So if it's the malls are not open, some people pay the state, like you got the Macy's that's open, stuff like that. But I'm like, man, I ain't got nowhere to go. So I was telling my man Flip, I was gonna hit up my boy that I usually get. I was usually getting like my Halos and stuff early from, because he own a gaming store. But I don't know if he out of business. And I called him, but I hope he called me back. So because I was telling him, I'll cash him out right now.
Yeah.
Just make sure you set, and then you make sure you put me one to the side. You know what I'm saying? So that rumor, Sony didn't. So no PlayStation 5s came out today, huh? Cause they was
That
rumoring this, huh?
that's what they say.
I ain't
Uh,
see nobody say nothing. I jumped on the interweb. I ain't see nobody saying, yeah, it was they were coming back.
yeah, because I had went to GameStop and they told me that they ain't have no PS5s or Xbox X's, like none, like, and they don't know when they was gonna come in, but I think they do know when they're gonna get some more in, but they ain't trying to tell nobody.
They can't say nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah, cause I got Amazon on my phone. I click Amazon every hour on hour. Click. They trying to sell me microphones,
right.
another controller,
That's why
another elite controller too. I'm like, no, I want that.
that's why I tell everybody like just try to be have some type of relationship with people that work in these retail stores, cause they might, you know what I'm saying, look out for you.
Yeah, cause see, I'm like completely online. I even called my boy a new Newegg, cause that's where I get my computer parts for my customers. And he said we was done. He said I think I forgot what he said, because they had them in different regions and like in different states. And I think he said they probably had about 500. He said they was gone, and he said they was gone. He said they took it off the website. Period. So when you even click and type in Xbox X Series X, it don't even show up. 'Cause they don't want nobody sitting there. Because he said that smashed their website. So they lost some money off of that.
Yeah,
But I was like, man, you can find me one, I'll break you. I said, man, I'll buy Christmas presents this year.
right. I think what they should do, if they know how much Sony and Microsoft, if they actually, like, if they already know the numbers on how many consoles both companies release, they should let everybody know. Like these it's the amount of console that we got available. You know what I'm saying? I know everybody go hit their pre-orders, and I was thinking, how they do the Jordans when they come out, you gotta do a raffle.
Or they do that. So I ain't bought no Jordans in a while.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but with Jordan, you had to do a raffle because they only release, especially if they only release a limited amount, they do a raffle, and if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. But they do got like websites you can go on, but you're gonna have to pay a little over the retail price for them if you want
Yeah,
to do it that way.
like sometimes my son wants some shoes, and he put me on this website called Goat,
Yeah,
and I go on there, and I had bought it. I didn't know Adidas. I bought him some common Adidas, and that ran me like $350. And I'm like, I'm never doing this again. You don't be
right.
outside playing basketball in these, man.
Cause
No.
cause cause, cause with Goat,
But then he went in my car. He said, "You got Air Max that people want." I'm not
right?
selling them,
Because
because I didn't
with
buy
Goat,
them. The
cause,
old
cause
lady bought them for me.
because with Goat, it's certain shoes that's like rare, kind of rare. Yeah, they gonna be like $300 or $400 because they rare and most likely they not gonna be re-released. So some shoes will be around about 300 or 400, and some go all the way to a stack or more. Now depending
Yeah,
on how valued that
them
shoe is.
Back to the Future ones.
Oh yeah, you ain't
I
getting
want.
no. I'm saying
I
like three
think
stacks.
I said, "Oh no."
I'm saying like three stacks.
I said, "No, man." I said, "Damn." Because I get alert on my phone. Because that's why I had to buy. Because I never knew about it until he told me about it. And it was his birthday. He said, "Pops, this and that." I'm like, "All right." I thought I trained him in the forest, but nah, he got outside playing basketball in him. I'm like, no. And then I had somebody wanted to buy them from me. I said, nah, he didn't destroy them. That's 350 gone. But no, yeah. So how you feel, Rain, that Xbox Series S and Series X sold out in 10 countries, even in Japan?
I'm a little shocked, you know what I'm saying, especially in Japan because Microsoft always had like us be stumbling over there, but this is a good sign. I think all the marketing and being transparent so far that Microsoft been doing is helped them a lot. You know, this time around they 100% focus on gaming They ain't try to talk about TV or nothing else. Just mostly just gaming, and it's been working out for them. And them having relationships with a lot of Japanese developers, that's helping too. So it's like I'm kind of, you know what I'm saying. It's been a long time coming for Microsoft, so they make the playing field more even now. You know what I'm saying? Even in the UK, you know what I'm saying. So it make the playing field more even now across the board because I know we talking about Bethesda, how they required them, but we still got to understand that Microsoft still got other studios that they bought, them other 18 that they bought that they're gonna be releasing games. They're not just Bethesda, you know. They got the initiative. I want to see what they cooking up. You know what I'm saying? Microsoft winning they bag and they making games, so we gonna see the results of it this coming generation.
Yeah, because you can see the money they gonna put back. They see people don't understand. Oh, nobody playing State of Decay. Why State of Decay has a stream every week talking about State of Decay. They added some new guns. They even dumbed it down for the people that don't want to do micromanaging.
Right. I ain't gonna lie to you that micro. I like the game, but that micromanaging that shit is tedious as hell, bro.
Oh, we no, but see, this is the thing about it. You play it with somebody like we when we first started, we was going in each other games. I go in flip game. Think about whatever I get in flip game, I bring back in my game.
Yeah.
And we was doing stuff like that. And then see, flip plays a different way. See, flip is on some I'm gonna kill everybody ass type of shit. He'll kill it. He'll let his own. He'll kill his own. He'll kill his own people, and then they don't do right. He'll kill them. I'll be trying to solve the problem. I'm gonna be like the problem solver. Like, man, let her stay. Fuck that. Boom. You know, that's what we got over here at Xbox. That's different from what we play Sea of Thieves. Even though people have took it, I should have copyrighted that saying. I get drunk in real life and I get drunk on the boat. That's what we was doing. I did that. I was doing that.
Right.
I got locked up one night. I tell this story to everybody. It was one night. It was me, Flip, Livewire, me, and somebody else. I usually sit on the ship and sit on the ship and get drunk. I'm about to like to be the ship protector, you know. So we get jumped. Some dudes jumped us, take the stuff. They get mad at me, right? They go, cause see, they like to go find, they like to go do the riddles and all this. The sun rises to the east and the skull to the west. I don't feel like doing that shit. So I'm throwing them back. They locked me in jail. They voted me to put me in the brig. Y'all think I cuss now? They was so many I wish we could have recorded that because it was just now. I said, so we get jacked again and they shooting our ship. I said, let me die in this motherfucker. I'm ready. They let me out, like, come on, get the water, man. No, I'm like, kill us all. Kill us. Because you don't lock me up. But that's the experience that you got, and people want to say Xbox doesn't have no experienced games. And they want to throw the Marios out there. They want to throw the Last of Us out there and all that other stuff. Nobody's playing them anymore. What they're playing. People are playing Xbox games.
And people got to understand, like, people will say, oh, Sony got better games and things of that nature, but at the end of the day, games are subjective, basically to the individual because um I played Infamous Second Son when that came out. The game, good graphics and everything, but the game is very repetitive and it was boring. But I beat the game anyway because I bought it, so of course I'm gonna beat it. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't no perfect game and then like that. You know, the game was okay. It wasn't nothing to just lose your mind over. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the graphics was off the chain. The game looked good, like visually, it was nice. But other than that, it was kind of boring. Like I didn't really care for the story, the dialogue.
I liked it the first Infamous. Then
Yeah,
the second one.
the first one was straight.
Cause like I said, I got a homie right down on the next box. He's King Pony. But we just got a respectable relationship. You know what I'm saying? Cause you know, he got an Xbox new, you know what I'm saying? But you know, he has a different life that I have. He's not like a hardcore gamer. He don't mind going through the Last of Us or the Infamous and it's one and done.
Hmm.
He doesn't mind that. He don't want that. But he'll sit there, what you doing? Why you playing Halo? Because I feel like shooting somebody. You know what I'm saying? But that shit crazy, man. Xbox is doing their thing. I'm telling you, they came out swinging.
Mm-hmm.
They came out swinging, and Sony charging you $70 for games. You can't even take your game saves to Spider Man.
That's gonna be a site. I wonder how they gonna damage control when the since Fallout 6 come out and it's on PlayStation and Xbox, but you got to pay $70 for the PS5 version. I
And
wonder how.
Microsoft don't care.
I wonder how the
They gotta
media
pay
gonna
for it.
spend that. I wonder how the media and the fan and the Sony fans gonna spend that.
They don't have to, man. It, they gonna find some way somehow to spin it. Um, but you know, it is what it is. I had some Nintendo guys like, man, come over, man. Come on, man. The Switch is great. The Switch is great. The Switch is great. And I'm like, I just gave away two of them motherfuckers because it wasn't that great for me. I mean, I played um Zelda was cool.
Yeah.
And I bought Xenoblade Chronicles. I bought my son jacked me for my first one, then I ended up getting the new one that you don't because I wasn't gonna dock it anyway. And I gave it to people that was gonna play them. I gave it to friends that was gonna play them and was gonna enjoy it. And they was like, "Why you give it away?" Because I got XCloud. I got XCloud, and that's what I said. That it's changed. The XCloud changed the game.
Mm-hmm.
And then for the PC guys, everybody ain't like my man Warrior Bird that can go out there and go get a $500, $1,500 graphics card from Nvidia. I got a customer right now that bought the 3080, but it won't fit in his case, and he want me to in rig it. I use another word on the intro, but I ain't gonna use it. But
I know what you said. I know what you're
yeah,
talking about.
he want yeah.
Yeah,
I'm like,
cause
I'm not doing it today.
we I used to know some people that would do that to like cars that keep breaking down. And he was like, man, just in rig it, man. Just in
Yeah.
rig it.
So yes, I'm not. I'm like sister. So I was like, I said I'll do it tomorrow. I try to do it tomorrow, but I'm like, buy another case and go buy another case. But no, like I say, and then PC gaming is on a whole different realm. Like, okay, Flip asked this question. I asked you this, Rain. You think it's gonna be a mid-gen this year? In a couple of years.
A mid-gen refresh.
Yeah,
I wouldn't bet on it. I hope not because they putting all this into Microsoft standpoint. I don't think they gonna do that. Sony may have, but we both sides already got two consoles that's coming out, and then 2 years later come out with a more powerful system. I
I
think
say like
that'll be
four.
too much.
We saying like four. Say they were saying they was going to support this for 10 years, and they do it in a fourth year. So
What?
they get rid of the Series S.
Uh-huh.
The Series X is the low and bottom, and they bring you some more. The, I said it just because to keep up with the PC RAM.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, but that'll be another console people have to worry about trying to get, and then I think it might take away for people focusing on the games. You know what I'm saying? Cause then when they go to the store, it's gonna be they're gonna want the games to run a certain way, even though it's gonna run flawless on the X. But if you have the Series X Pro, then so the game's gonna look even more better on that. And then people are like, that's another situation. I don't think Microsoft should be doing that right now. Just focus on bringing out these games because they keep coming out with another console like mid gen, like 4 years in. But who knows? Like things might change, And but I think the only way Microsoft might do that is Sony end up coming out with a PS5 Pro, which I believe they are going to do that because I think they're gonna make the PS5 smaller but make it more powerful.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I think that Sony might do.
You know. So what I saw. You know what the Xbox community need to bring up, man? I want to bring up need to be like, man, hype for. I saw a trailer of this game another day. It's like they throw trailers out like once a week of the medium. I'm hyped over the medium.
Mm-hmm.
To me, the medium looks that is a quote unquote indie developer. That game looks great.
Right.
The story intrigues me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why more Xbox guys ain't talking about it.
Because right now, it's so much information that drop, but Xbox it ain't really sunk in, and plus Microsoft ain't really just talking about that game a whole lot. But because right now everybody is really they looking at what Sony have done this generation, and we got a new generation coming up. And to me, right now, it's 0-0 on both sides until the PS5 and the Series X come out. But right now, on the Sony side, they're trying to push the PS4 generation onto the PS5 and say, look what we got. No, I'm talking about PS5 and the Series X. It ain't no more PS4 and Xbox right now. I'm talking about the new generation. Like they focusing on what Sony done this generation. I'm talking about the future. I ain't talking about right now no more. Because once these new consoles come out, this generation is gone.
Yeah, because I was high. I'm like, man, nobody talking. Scoring came out with another one, and like
Yeah.
these are Xbox exclusive games. They ain't going over the PlayStation.
Right.
They're not going over the PlayStation. They specifically said on their official websites saying that we chose the Series X because it can run just as great as it runs on the PC. And they're
Right.
backing us and they give us and their Xbox is supporting us with their marketing and stuff like that. Why
Right.
Sony running around here trying to grab these time exclusives because they don't have nothing to show. What you getting this holiday? Miles Morales?
And because I think Sony's selling point was the Miles Morales on the PS5. Remember they kept telling us that it wasn't going to be on the PS4.
Yep, they kept on, and that's the lie. I see it. That's why I saw a lot of PlayStation guys call Jim out on that. Like you lied to us. So what's me to go really go rush out to go get a PS5 for?
Right.
You ain't explaining that enhanced. Microsoft has came out and said, look at our console. This is our game's gonna get enhanced. The game's gonna get ray tracing on it. The game's gonna get HDR. They we didn't have HDR on it. The Series X is gonna do that for you. Sony hasn't showed the benefit of you going to buy PS5, what it's going to do for PS4 games.
Right.
If you can't
But
pay PS3 games, PS2 games, or PS1 games.
because PS5, even PS5, it's not gonna have no exclusive. If you think about it, because Spider-Man Miles Morales is going to be on the PS4 as well. That's not a PS5 exclusive.
And when Microsoft said, "Oh, we're going to put it," you still put it on our old consoles. The word called, remember, it was bottlenecking. It was going to harm the game, but they forgot about the word that Microsoft. I saw a video today show. It's called smart delivery.
Right.
It knows when that you got a OG Xbox, a S, or X, Series X, or Series X. It knows. So you don't have to get all the access that we get. Like a lot of stuff we get now, some people was getting, they were complaining. Like I had to tell people, man, I didn't want no 4K textures because I only got a S. Well, you go in the settings and cut that off so we won't download that.
Mm-hmm.
But I said download it anyway. When you do upgrade, you already have it.
Right. And then everybody like it's a knock on Microsoft because you're playing it on PC. Microsoft already told you don't have to get an Xbox. People forget about who Microsoft is. Microsoft run Windows. 98% of the world run Windows. So you still using Microsoft software. Regardless whether you get an Xbox or you running Windows, it's still Microsoft.
like I said, that shit it get crazy in these gaming streets, and I be seeing this shit. And I'm like, man, you pressure the Xbox VR. VRs and I like VR. Everybody doesn't like VR. I did a video. I went live and was playing VR games the other night. You know, proving to my man Flip that VR is cool than the motherfucker.
Right.
But yeah, I went to go get an Oculus too. Yeah, it's cheaper. And I was telling PlayStation guys what they have. Sony cannot afford to sell their VR for no $300. When I saw it for $300, I bought two of them because I know my son gonna want one. And so I said, you know what? Boom, we buy two. You know, I'm like, and then I'm gonna give my other Oculus to the homegirl. But that's a different experience than like people sit there and PlayStation VR. This is great and all this other stuff.
Right. And
VR, you can't play. I seen guys play Grand Theft Auto online. Who my son for about 5 hours straight without eating, going to the bathroom and all that. You cannot do that in VR. I watch a lot of movies in VR, especially on Amazon Prime because they give me a 108-inch screen in front of my face. I watch a lot of TV shows. That's why I watched the crazy folks, the the boys in because I felt like I'm in a movie experience. But that's not for everybody. But I pay more for my Oculus and my son Oculus than I'm gonna pay for the both two. But think about it, it's a niche item. But Sony is selling you a new camera. I didn't have PlayStation guys saying, "Oh, they're gonna come out with a new PlayStation VR. It's gonna run you about $500." Sony don't have the super engineering or the super tech like everybody has.
mm-hmm.
They don't. And people saying that Xbox don't have any exclusives. I believe if you need to go play any PC game, they do not run on Mac OS. They do not run on Linux unless you use a separate program to trick it to think it's Windows.
Right.
So you need a Microsoft Windows PC
Right.
laptop, Surface Pro. You need something that has Microsoft name on it to play these games.
Right. The
Microsoft
whole
used to run the PC market.
right. The whole point is you still using Microsoft software regardless, either way it goes.
So Microsoft is saying, fuck you, pay me. When your PlayStation games using the Havoc engine, Microsoft own Havoc, fuck you, pay me. You paying them regardless. If you're buying a game from Steam, from the Microsoft store, whatever, you're paying them regardless. They're getting something out of it. But man, I'm gonna get off this bad boy, man. Thank Rain for you coming by, man.
No problem.
Finna, finna go play. I've been playing the Shadow Warrior too.
Shout out
Man,
shout out to all the Sony dudes in the chat who love Xbox podcast.
man, I mean, I appreciate y'all coming by, man. Just do me a favor before y'all get in this, before y'all leave, get a bag of nickels and slap the shit out of yourself. You know, and like I say tomorrow night, you know, saying Xbox Got No Games podcast. You know, anybody can come on. We just like to chop it up. You know, it's the most electrifying podcast on Saturday nights. You know, and like I say, we're here. We don't ask for Patreons. We don't ask for you to hit the like button. We don't ask you to. I don't have no super chat on because I'm a gamer. At the end of the day, I'm a gamer. I do this because I love gaming. And I'm out.
I'm out. See y'all.